Hello, my name is Lily, and this is my comp3005 term project demonstration. And my project is called Library Vault, and it is a library management database application built using Circulight. And the purpose of this database is to manage books, authors, categories, physical copies, borrowers, loans, and hold. So first I will briefly introduce the project and show the ER diagram and schema. So Library Vault is designed for a small to medium library. It supports catalog management, circulation, host, and reporting. The main entities are book, author, category, copy, borrower, loan, and host. Now we move on to a ER diagram. So in this ER diagram, book is the central entity. So a book can have multiple author, and an author can write multiple books. So books and author are connected by many-to-many relationship, and a book can also belong to multiple categories, and a category can apply to multiple books. So book and category are another many-to-many relationship. So I have two many-to-many relationships here, and copy represents physical copies of a book, and we have borrower. So borrower stores member information, and we have loan. Loan requires borrowing transaction for copies. And last we have hold. So it stores reservation requests for books. So now we move on to schema diagram. So this is the table schema diagram. So it shows the table names, attributes, primary key, and foreign key. So like for example, like book category, like the book author, it has book ID and author ID as a composite key, like as well as the book category has book ID and category ID as composite key. And copy has a foreign key to book, and loan has a foreign key to borrower and copy, and hold has foreign key to borrowers and book. Right, so now I'm gonna demonstrate my programming for this project. So for the program, I'm using Python, the command line. So I'm gonna run my program here. So here it has 5 different options for 5 different functions. So number 1, search books by title keywords. So number 2, show overdue loans, and number 3, show hold queue for a book, and number 4, show popular authors, and number 5 is quit the program. So I'm gonna demonstrate one by one. So first, I would search books by title keywords. So when I enter keyword like Hobbit, okay. So here it tells me like what circle it used, and here is the result. So this query like joins book author, category, and copies. So we have all the informations here, and it shows the book title, The Hobbit, and author here, and category, and the number of available copies. So for example, The Hobbit is written by this author, and it belongs to fantasy and adventure, and currently has 2 available copies. So second, I will show overdue loans. So number 2, so I'm gonna use the default date. So here, same, it has all the information that like you may want to know like what circuit it used here, and here we have the result. So it shows overdue item. Yeah, it's here. So it's the Hobbit, and also including the borrower name, Alex Smith, and the barcode, and the overdue date, and the number of overdue dates. So, like in this example, we have a guy called Alex Smith, and he borrowed the Hobbit, and the item is 6 days overdue. So we move on to the third one. Third one, I will demonstrate the whole queue for a book. So 3. Okay, so in first step, I search for a book title. Let's see, Hobbit again. See, and enter. So here are the results. So the Hobbit has 2 active holds here. And now I refine the result by selecting the specific book ID. Oh, by the way, here is the match search. Like even though they have another book, like for example, there's a book called if there is a book called Little Hobbit, is gonna show here like book ID 2, title Little Hobbit, and active holds something here. So but here I only have one book called The Hobbit, so I just search for this book. So the second query shows the actual host queue in request time order. Yeah, we can see this is a very popular book. It lists the brothers waiting for like this title, the Hobbit, and along with the request time like here, and host status. So finally, I will show a reporting query for popular authors within a date range, like number 4. So I will use the default date range. So it shows the start date is the 1st January of 2026, and it is up to date. Today is 8th of April. I can see here are the authors and their total checkouts. So this report counts total checkouts, like grouped by author. We can see how many checkouts the author's book, and give it a rank. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you the last function, which is exit. Okay, so the program's quit. So that is all for my demonstration of the term project. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye bye.